Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, YouTube watchers and YouTubers that aren't that popular and YouTubers that might be that popular, welcome to the biggest event on this channel yet. The official release of my DC CCMF, standing for Custom Collectible Minifigure Series. I've worked very hard on this, and I hope you enjoy. But on seriousness, hello everybody. Welcome back to Lego channel, and in today's video, we'll be going over my CCMF. After all the update videos and the announcement of it, it's finally here, and I'm so excited. So let's get into it with the first ever figure and the first ever Lego drawing I have ever made. Now, I didn't actually know much about the Batman Who Laughs until a little bit before making the series when I found out about him, and I was like, wow, this character is so cool. So, I looked up some reference and learned more about his character, and I thought it'd be really cool to make him into a Lego figure and make him the first figure of my DC series. So let's start off with the head. I gave him a brand new helmet, which is not actually just the Batman helmet. It is, but with the ears cut a little bit to make them thinner, and it's dual molded silver with a spiky ring around where the eyes are. And I actually don't like how this came out nowadays because I'm much better at doing Lego art than I was, a couple weeks ago actually when I made this figure. And then I gave him a big old smile, kind of like based off the Joker's smile. And then for an accessory, I gave him a chain piece. He has dual molded legs. I don't know why I did that, to show his boots. Some really bad job on the lacing. A lot of details in his leather to show wrinkles. He has the collar piece and a brand new cape attachment. No, not cape. A waist cape attachment to match his coattail almost, as you can see in the reference image on the left. Next up, we have Superman from Flashpoint, as requested by, sorry if I butcher your name, Petri Nicole. I'm just gonna call you Petri Nicole. He requested this, and I honestly wasn't that familiar with the character. I did remember him, but I knew nothing about him. I looked him up. He's all thin and like when a dog doesn't eat for a while, you can like see its bones kind of deal. He's like a really thin guy. I didn't quite know how to translate that into Lego, so I didn't. I just added some very slight muscle detailing to show that the lack of muscles, and then I gave him dual molded arms, and I slapped the Superman symbol on his chest. Gave him some definition for his cheekbones. Put red in his eyes, and actually I gave him my brand new hairpiece. It is the the hairpiece. Actually, they used it for Superman from the DCEU, but with sort of the S shape in the Superman hair kind of smushed together as a brand new hairpiece. And I kind of like how that turned out. Next up, we have Wally West Flash, taken straight from the Lego DC Supervillains video game. I really like how this one came out. He has a brand new headpiece, which is the Flash sort of mask piece with the hair used for Superman from the DCEU sticking out of it. And he has dual molded legs for dark red at the top and red at the bottom. Printing, arm printing, leg printing, of course. I kind of messed up on the leg printing on the left leg due to the position I had it in. But overall, I really like how this one turned out, especially with that head-hair mask combo. Next up, we have Green Lantern Guy Gardner. Now, this is a character that I feel like we need, like, so much. We've gotten, like, so many Green Lanterns. Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, Simon Vaz, Jessica Cruz. But no Guy Gardner, really? Really? I mean, come on. You picked Simon Vaz over Guy Gardner. I mean, we've had him in one of those direct-to-DVD Lego movies, and he's been in, I can't remember which Lego game. Why haven't we got him? So I decided to update him with the Lego Movie Zane hairpiece. I gave him a lantern ring, of course. Detailing on the torso is actually based off of him from the direct-to-DVD movie with a bit of my own flair and the video game. I gave him side leg printing because I didn't want it to just be dual molded black and white legs. And yeah, that's about it for Green Lantern Guy Gardner. here we have Aquaman from Injustice 2. Now, this is honestly my favorite figure from the series, and I really like the detail work I did on him. This was another one requested by Petri Nicolay. I'm so sorry, I'm butchering your name, I know it. And I think I might have gotten the wrong version of Aquaman that he requested, because he just said Injustice, and I picked this one, so I apologize for that. But again, I really like how this came out. He has printing on his arm. Not like any dual mold legs or arms or anything. He does have that thorny sort of armor neck attachment in gold. And actually, he has an interesting new piece, which is an extended version of his trident. Because let's be real, the one that we have is way too short. So, I actually really like the detail I did on the torso and legs. I think that came out very, very well. And I'm very proud of this figure. It's definitely my favorite out of all the ones I've made so far. Okay, and here we have Cyborg, probably my second favorite from the characters I made for the series. As requested as requested by my boy French Bacon in the comments, here is Cyborg from Teen Titans, and not the garbage Teen Titans Go. Sorry, I just don't like it. The OG Teen Titans was way better, in my opinion. And I really like the detail work I did on him. It was interesting making the torso a lot less, buff. And I like the way that I translated his details from the leg, and I really like the proportions I've done for this figure. And I like the arm printing too, dual molded, of course. And overall, I'm really proud of this big figure. Aside from Injustice Aquaman, this is definitely one of my favorites, and just straight up is my second favorite. Now, next up we have Red Tornado. I don't really care too much for this one. It's based off LEGO DC Supervillains, and though I think that the torso detailing is good, the leg detailing is way off, and the face, I don't even know what happened. He comes with the Doctor Strange cape in blue, and yeah, I really don't want to talk about this figure that much. Definitely could have come out better, in my opinion. And here we have Red X, as requested by Drac Knight134. I really like how this one came out too. Very simplistic design, honestly. I didn't even realize how easy it was. I based it off of Teen Titans, so it's cool that I was able to technically squeeze 2 Teen Titans figures into the series. Sadly, he doesn't have that much detail going on, so his legs aren't even dual molded or anything. I should have given him boots, honestly, dual molded legs. I just gave him printing for the soles of his shoes. So the torso has an X on it, of course, belt. Details for the cape, and then for the cape, he actually has a brand new tattered cape piece, which is gray on the inside and black on the outside. And then I gave him some arm printing, and not technically two, but a brand new accessory that you get 2 of, which are X's, red X's, that kind of work like batarangs. I like how this one came out too. I feel like I could have done some things better, but overall, it's kind of hard to mess up. It's Red X. Pretty simple design. And I'm using Red X as a segue because I can't remember if he's an anti-villain or a straight-up villain or a good guy. I genuinely can't remember. So let's get into the villain characters. And here we have Zoom, based off of his appearance in the CW Flash show, as requested by Ender Sylveon in the comments. I have no clue what happened with Zoom. The drawings I did for the torso are just so uneven, and same goes for the legs and hips, and I guess the arms are kind of uneven too. Not to mention the horrible job I did on the mask, hood, whatever piece. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed in myself for this figure, but let's just go over it. So he has the Flash mask piece, but in black and gray, with some printing to match his detailing on his own mask. And then actually he has a neck attachment piece that works like the bottom half of the Season 8 or LEGO Ninjago movie Ninja Wrap pieces, which directly connects to the mask piece and fits perfectly. Then we move down to the torso. Again, I did the same thing that I did with the Batman Who Laughs. I gave him dual molded black on black legs just to represent boots. And gave him some arm printing, some leg printing, bada bing, bada boom, we're done. I don't want to talk about him any longer. Now, next up, we have Atrocitus, leader of the Red Lantern Corps. I'm sorry, I said that in the Instagram post, and I said it again. Wait, no, I said it in the video. What am I talking about? Anyway, I really like how this one came out. It is actually based off of his appearance in the direct-to-DVD Aquaman movie. pretty much directly taken from that, and I think that's why I like it so much, because I pretty much copy and pasted the design, honestly. And I think that's why it works, because I had nothing to do with it. I mean, I did add some dual molded arms and printing on the arms to make it so that it kind of had gloves and further armor on his arms. They're dual molded black and red. Gave him his Red Lantern ring piece, dual molded legs, black and red, with the boot detail coming up off of the dual molded legs. And I really like how this one came out, honestly. I think I did really well on the face for my second figure ever. And here we have Heatwave. This is actually... Oh, I'm sorry. This is actually the most recent figure that I have actually made, because I'm, like, the order that they are in is not the order that I made them in. Keep that in mind. And this is another one requested by Petri Nicolay. Again, sorry I'm butchering your name. And I really like how this one came out. It is based off his design from the comics with a lot of creative liberties. Now, I see that he has gloves and boots, but like instead of making them gray like the rest of his outfit, I made them orange to contrast. And I gave him the gun sort of piece on an ice cream cone, just like he had it in LEGO DC Supervillains, but this design is not from LEGO DC Supervillains. And then I gave him a little bit of, not really armor, but like some padding on his shoulder, if you can see, with a belt attaching to this little pouch there, which I think is supposed to holster his flamethrower. And then that also is sort of strapped onto him. And if you can see on his waist, I did add a little pouch there, but it's mostly hidden by the gun. And then I have line details for his actual suit. And I like what I did with the face, actually. I think that turned out pretty well. And that's it for classic Heatwave, with a few creative liberties that I think turned out pretty well. And you know, I gotta save the best for last. Here we have Kiteman. Heck yeah! Based off of his appearance from LEGO DC Supervillains, with again some creative liberties. He has a brand new neck attachment piece, which is like the normal one we have, but in green. And then, you know, like Hawkman and the Parademon wings, what those are made out of? That's essentially what that kite is made out of, but just in green. And that attaches to the neck attachment with just like a, I'm assuming a 2x2 brick, or plate, not brick. And then I gave him dual molded arms and legs for light green and dark green. I like what I did with the face. And, yeah, it's just Kiteman, man. You know? What can I say other than, heck yeah. I don't know why, but I decided to make a checklist. I know it looks really bad, but hey, at least it's something. I know it's cropped pretty bad, but if you want to see the full image, go to my Instagram, link in the description. And then here is the bag for the art for the bag that I did based off the actual DC minifigure series. And again, like, I understand that a lot of the images just didn't turn out how I wanted them to when editing this video. Those will all be posted like full screen in my Discord server, link in the description. Not to mention, you'll get better images of the actual figures that I made, again, in my Instagram, link in the description, and my Discord for that matter. So, that was the series. I really hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun making these figures. It's my first ever series, and I'm just glad I got it done. I'm going to take a break. I'm recording and editing this video literally 4 days in advance, like, so I can premiere it on the 28th and just be done with it, kind of deal. And I really like how this came out, and I'm proud of myself for getting it done on time and not procrastinating. So, I guess that's it. And without further ado, keep on building my goose name sandwiches. Make sure to join our Discord server and follow me on Instagram. Links in the description. And I'll see y'all later. Peace out.